What if I told you that some of the largest, most mysterious tunnels on Earth weren't carved by water or dug by humans, but built by rivers of liquid fire? Picture this. A river of molten rock, glowing at over 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit, flowing across a landscape. As it moves, something strange happens. The surface begins to cool and harden, forming a solid crust, while underneath, the lava keeps flowing faster, hotter, and completely hidden from view. When the eruption ends and the lava drains away, what's left behind isn't just rock. It's a tunnel, a hollow, cave-like passage stretching for miles underground. These are lava tubes, nature's most dramatic and least understood underground architects. But how does something as destructive as lava create something so structured, so perfectly tunnel-like? And why do these hidden passages matter? Not just to geologists, but to anyone curious about the secrets buried beneath the Earth's surface. Let's start with the basics. Lava tubes form during certain types of volcanic eruptions. Specifically, eruptions with highly fluid lava, like the kind you see in Hawaii or Iceland. When this lava flows, it doesn't just spread out evenly. The top layer, exposed to the air, cools quickly and solidifies into a rocky crust. But underneath, the lava remains hot and liquid, insulated by that crust, almost like a thermos keeping soup warm. It continues to flow, sometimes for miles, carving a path through the landscape. When the eruption stops and the lava supply is cut off, the molten rock drains out, leaving behind an empty tube. A cave, but not made by water or erosion, made by fire now. These aren't small passageways. Some lava tubes are massive. The Kazumura Cave in Hawaii, for example, stretches over 40 miles long and drops more than 3,600 feet in elevation, making it one of the longest and deepest lava tubes in the world. You could walk for hours and never see the end. In some sections, the ceiling is so high you could fit a 5-story building inside. And the walls? They're not rough or jagged like you might expect. They're often smooth, almost polished, with strange formations hanging from the ceiling and rising from the floor. Lava stalactites, dripsicles, and shelves left behind as the molten rock slowly cooled and retreated. But here's where it gets even more fascinating. Lava tubes aren't just empty holes. They're time capsules. Inside, you can find clues about the eruption that formed them, like lava lines on the walls, marking different levels of flow, or collapsed pits where the ceiling gave way. In some tubes, you can even see lava levees in natural ridges that built up along the sides of the flow, like the banks of a river. Walking through one is like stepping back into the moment of creation, frozen in stone, and the environments inside are unlike anything on the surface. Because they're sealed off from sunlight and weather, lava tubes develop their own microclimates. In deserts, they can be cool, moist refuges, places where ancient ice sometimes persists year-round. In colder regions, they can trap warmth. This makes them biological hotspots too. Unique species of insects, spiders, and even fungi have evolved to live exclusively in these dark, isolated worlds. Creatures that have never seen the sun and may never leave the tube in their entire lives. But perhaps the most exciting thing about lava tubes isn't what they tell us about Earth, but what they might tell us about other worlds. NASA and other space agencies are intensely interested in lava tubes on the Moon and Mars. Satellite images have revealed what appear to be collapsed lava tube skylights, openings into vast underground networks. These could be the perfect places for future human habitats. They're naturally shielded from radiation, protected from meteorite impacts, and maintain stable temperatures. In a way, the same forces that built these tunnels on Earth could one day provide shelter for astronauts exploring distant planets. So the next time you stand on solid ground, remember, beneath your feet could be a hidden world of tunnels, carved by fire and filled with mystery. Lava tubes remind us that the Earth is still being shaped, still being written, by forces more powerful than we can imagine. They're not just geological oddities. They're evidence of a planet that breathes, erupts, and rebuilds itself, and leaves behind spaces for us to explore if we're brave enough to look. Have you ever explored a cave or lava tube? Share your story in the comments, and if you want to uncover more of nature's hidden wonders, make sure to subscribe to Nature Unlocked.